Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. My name is Sagar and in this video we'll see the most commonly used Power BI function in Copilot Studio. Okay, so let me create a new topic. I will give a title here. I can say this as my Power functions. Okay, here I will say, I will give a phrase here so that I can test it out. And let me click on this button here. And let me click on send a message. Okay. And let me go to this particular, this enter formula button here. Okay, so we have a lot of formulas available. So the first thing is that often you will use the system here. Okay, so simply press dot here. Now it will give you a list of all the variables. So for example, if you click on your bot, okay, again, if you put dot here, so you can get, your environment ID, your ID, name, etc., etc. So for example, if you want to get name of your bot, you can simply enter this here system.bot.name and simply insert this. Okay. Now it should simply, return us the, our bot name, right? So let me save this. And let me enter this phrase, Power PX. And here you see it is, successfully retrieving us our agent name. Let me again click on edit topic. Okay. Now another very important and useful function would be the name of user. So let me delete this and let me go to our formula window again. Okay, here this time I'm again going to enter system and I'll put dot. So here you see this user option. Okay, now this is again a very important function here. So if you want to get the email ID, first name, ID, logged in, last name, principal name, etc., etc. So all these are, are available here. So often, if you are creating a chatbot, you want automatically the email ID or the user ID, right? You want to say, okay, hello John, hello this user, hello, right? So let me save this and test it out. Okay, I will simply say power. I should have right here fx, but for testing we'll say power px. Okay, so here it is giving me the name mod administrator. That is exactly I'm logged in. Okay, and let me click on edit topic. I think we will definitely require the email ID, so why don't I delete this and I can go to my again this formula window and let me say this time my email ID. So I can say system.user.email ID. Okay, here I can say email. I will again save this and I can test it out. Okay, I can say power px and this time it should retrieve the email ID. Okay, now one more thing, important function would be, let me enter here, this is system dot user. So you want to check whether the user is logged in or not. So if you see the data type, it is simply going to provide us a boolean value inside a true or false. Okay, so often you want to check whether the user is logged in or not. So at that time you can leverage this. So now if I will say power px, this time we should get output as true, right? Because I'm logged in here. Okay, so that's why it is providing us yes out. Okay, similarly, let's say if you want to print today's date. Okay, let me enter here and let me go to function here. All right, and let me say this as today. Okay, and then let me simply say today. So see, automatically it is able to retrieve the type is date and the output we are going to get today's date. Okay, let me simply save this. And again, let me trigger this, and it should send us today's state. Okay. Now let me again edit a topic, and we can use mathematical function as well. So let me go here. For example, I can you know me. So here we have this not match. Okay, let me simply say 5 multiply 5. It should provide us the output. So let me remove all this. Let's go into some mathematical function here. Now this will simply retrieve the multiplication of 5 and 5. Okay, and often we also similarly you can use subtraction, minus, plus, etc., etc. So we also required the power as well, right? So for example, if you see the cube of 5 is nothing 125, right? So if I want to calculate the cube, so I can go to my again this formula window. I can say here power, so I can give my 5, and I want to calculate its power. So basically it's 125, right? So we should get 25, then we should get 125. And similarly, let us assume you want the square root. So for example, the square root of 25 is 5, right? So let me insert this. Let me say sqrt and 25. Okay, I have one more braces here, etc. Let me insert and save and test it out. I can say power px. It is actually function. So yeah, we are getting multiplication as 25, then our cube as 125, and then square root. Similarly, you can use your if condition and multiple conditions. So if you are familiar with your Excel or your Power Apps formula, so the similar formulas we also use it here. So thanks for watching this video.